So here we are. I'm going to see my sister this weekend. And I'm excited because it's the last of the month of that cheap stuff. It looks like water. Like it's separated and like that's just water. But I got glitter in different places around my face, but it's mostly still on my lips. But I don't feel bad because I saw on Greenleaf, Mister again. I don't be look. It's my fault in that I introduced him to these black shows in the name of supporting black business. Let me just go ahead and say that because y'all always holler about supporting black businesses, and I already told y'all the story about how I feel about that. Yeah, I went in on both sides because that's what I do. But I also not finna go broke for sociopaths of any color. So there's that. But so in the name of supporting black business, black films, because black films are black business, we did a lot of watching black indie films when I was getting more booked. So again, in the name of support, because I was most primarily in indie films. But, you know, I kept that same energy because I'm consistent, because I'm a genuine motherfucker. So since we weren't still watching the black independents as regularly, because who got time as you get older? Where does the time really go, right? As we got busier, I started just telling him about the new black shows that were coming out. You know, there was Blackish, Carmichael show. There was even the have and the have-nots and really, Scandal was the beginning of the end. We tried to watch a couple of reality shows in the name of giving people a chance that claim that it's just their guilty pleasure. They know it's just a show or whatever. Even though the audience for that shit, they live the same fuckery in their actual lives. But we was like, okay, well, let's just see. And I hated it all. I hated every minute of it. I mean, I enjoyed laughing at them. Don't get me wrong, because we be laughing at everybody and everything. But I got so aggravated and then I got more aggravated because after a while, Mr. started talking about the scenes like they were real. And then I got hard to watch it with because I was ruining it for him and for anybody. I was ruining it for whoever would be enjoying it because every time they did or said something that was supposed to be so dramatic or tragic or sad or angry, or even the fights that they get in, even the marriages, even the divorces, even the jail time. And before, I could just rest assured that, okay, well, at least they don't have kids. Well, they all got kids. But then I started saying, well, at least the kids are too young to know what this fuckery is right now. Even though deep inside, I'm like, this still affects your kids because when they go to school, other kids' parents, unfortunately, been watching their parents act a monkey do the fool on national television. So they going to get the brunt of that bullying for what these procreators are doing, right? But I let that slide and said, okay, well, they're young. Well, then the kids start being teenagers. It was all age kids, of course, because they get older, Kids ain't going to stay young. Then they get grown. Then they have kids. And it just, the fuckery gets, whether you claim it's real or not, the mentality and the fuckery gets passed into their real life family, into these real life young people. And their whole lives are fucked up behind this fuck shit mentality. Anyway, I didn't get on it. So, there were these other shows. Scandal. People drop the marketing. They promote the fuck out of Scandal and act like it was, the new savior for black women. So, we watched maybe 2 seasons of that. 3 tops. And really, by the second one, I was like, you know what? No, sir. No, sir. I know y'all love, I ain't gonna say her real name. I know y'all love Olivia, but I just couldn't. I know it's just a show, but I don't know. I have too much of an understanding of what the ultimate message is. And that ultimate message is going directly to the soul of the culture, which is black women. And success, that's, I guess what's frustrating to me most is that it's successful. It's successfully. Anyway, so there was Scandal. And I lasted three seasons. I lasted 1 season, but I put up with 2 more seasons because Mr. was watching it and he wasn't enjoying it, but we had started watching it, so we were like, okay, well, let's see. And plus, I know him. I knew eventually he would just fall off. So eventually, we just gradually stopped watching it. And so I took it off the DVR for being recorded regularly. So when we stopped watching it, I took it out. He didn't even notice. Because we collectively stopped watching it. We stopped even looking for it on the DVR list. And so I was like, he won't be missing this. And I don't want this to keep taking up space in my DVR. Bloop. Cancel. Recording. Oh, we watched Have and Have Nots. And Have and Have Nots was just a watered down scandal. I'm just going to tell you like it is. That's what's good. That's all it was. It was a watered down scandal with less of a budget. But shout out to these actors who Tyler's going to, be able to give them a name. And they will be forever indebted to him. Because that's how this shit works. And I'll get to that in a minute as well. So then I told him about Lethal Weapon because I knew he liked Lethal Weapon, the movie. So I figured I didn't want to see this series, but I figured he would. And when you know somebody you love like something, you tell them. So I'm like, oh, okay, well they finna have a Lethal Weapon series. Maybe he'll get down with that. From the first episode of that shit, I was like, nah, I'm good. But then he kept watching it. But in this particular case, this is the only show. No, it's not. But this is one of a few shows where he got to the point where he was enjoying it. But again, I was fucking it up for him. Because I was like, how does this happen, and this happen, and this happen, and that don't happen, and this happen, and that happen, and this. Just tell me how. Okay. And so every other scene, I was tapping him on the shoulder. Because that's what we do. When we watching something and the stupidest shit is going on, we tap each other on the shoulder. Like, for example, when we heard about the attack by the MAGA supporters on dude in Chicago at the subway. Got a lot to say about that. I've said a lot already, but there's so much. So we would do something like, I have a question. Hey, I got a question. Question. I'm raising my hand. So you mean to tell me? And then very often I'm like, don't ask me nothing. I can't answer. I don't have no answers. I have no answers. My name is not Sway. You understand me? We do that a lot with shows like Lethal Weapon because it's just ridiculous, and in that particular one, the acting is subpar as well. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, Empire was one of the shows that we attempted to watch, and I think we lasted a whole season. I'm not sure. We might not even lasted a whole season of Empire. Let me look. You know what? I should do a live, but like not even strangers were trying to hear these truths. It's too much. It's too much for the average human, really, basically. I'm not even counting the people that were busy, that were at work, that were doing stuff that didn't come across it. I'm talking about people just are not interested. I don't know why people work so hard to try to tell people. Because once you see that it's a choice not to absorb the truth, well, once I see it's a choice not to absorb the truth, I'm backing up. I'm done. Not maliciously. I'm not frustrated. Because you being who you are. How you be frustrated with somebody for being who they are? You being who you are. It's cool. I have no problem with it. But if you're not contesting what I say in the name of finding the truth, rather than denying it or rebutting it, or I'm not mad at you, but I ain't fooling with you. This ain't that kind of era where I got time. Nobody got time for that. Nobody intelligent got time. Nobody intelligent got time. Nobody intelligent is gonna make time for sure. So every now and then we have time. I have time to play with people's heads, but in general, I ain't going back and forth. You heard? I ain't going back and forth. So, but let me rattle off some shows that we absolutely loved. Blackish, and that's before they got the tables turned on their black ass. You didn't look at it with your third eye. But yeah, Blackish was telling too much truth, so I knew that was gonna be and a show that did even better than Blackish in terms of telling the truth is a show that you will never. You never can't say never. You never say never, but you will never see it on TV again. And it lasted, I think it was supposed to be more than that. But the networks weren't going to let that stay on there. I recorded all the episodes. I wonder if you can get them available, the transcript of all the episodes on DVD. Because that's something that I would like to have. Very much like I have the Boondocks anthology. But I'd like to have the Carmichael Show on DVD. See if y'all can get me that for free. Because I ain't got no money. But the Carmichael Show. Bruh. They addressed so much. They addressed aging, caring for the elderly. They addressed gentrification. broken families, that blended family, drugs, and it's in a way, in such a genuine and balanced way. Misogyny, sexual assault, trust, obviously bigotry, homophobia, parenting, sibling rivalry, and they address them from a black perspective that is relatable to everyone. That means you, all lives matter. Even you could watch and learn and enjoy, even if you racist. To me, the Carmichael Show was a historical series that will forever go underrated. I mean, I didn't even hear anybody talking about it on social media. But I could tell that they were going to be having battles with the network and with the producers. I mean, not the producers. Whoever funded them to get it on the network. Which is interesting because a black network picked up Blackish. But nobody picked up the Carmichael Show. I should talk to somebody. I don't want it on BET. Hell, if they're as intelligent as they seem to be, they don't want it on BET. So I would imagine Bounce or Aspire. Anyway, I'm doing too much. But I'm going to go see my boo this weekend. I'm so super excited. Speaking of, right? Yeah, speaking of Hollywood. I'm so excited. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. I'm not gonna cry. 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 Not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear. You know what pisses me off? When I start thinking of all this stuff to do, but I spend so much time thinking of the stuff to do, when I stop and say, okay, I need to get started. Because I could be doing one of the things while I'm coming up with other things to do. Productivity, right? But I don't do that. I sit here and I think of all the stuff I'm going to do. And then after I sat and thought of all the stuff, ooh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to clean this, I'm going to straighten this, I'm going to arrange this, I'm going to organize this, I'm going to create this, I'm going to cleanse this, I'm going to freshen this, I'm going to make this call, and then I blink, and it's evening time, time to get dinner together. Oh man, I got my lace drawers on, but they're inside out. Let me get this concentrate. Let me ingest this concentrate so I can give me some sativa action going on, and I can do all the things that I just thought through doing for the rest of the day. Oh, tell you the truth. Oh, at least my nails ain't raggedy today. All right. I gotta do a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna be able to make nobody's video today. And plus, I want to empty everything so that when I see my sister, I can hook y'all up with some footage and all that and whatnot. Look at all that meat. When I used to say bye to y'all and wink at y'all on the way out, I used to be so cute. I didn't even know how cute I was. Now look at me. Well, I'm gonna carry on as if I'm cute now, because I don't want to look back at these videos 5 years later and be like, why didn't I think I was a cute? And my stomach is growling like loud and hard. I literally, y'all might have heard that. I don't know when I replay this back, but it growled like 4 times. It's gonna growl again because I'm still that hungry. But that last time, it felt like not only did the stomach growl, but it felt something from the inside facing out. On the inside lining of my stomach did this as it was growling. This is what hunger pangs are, with that G on it. Not hunger pains. They're hunger pangs because it hurts. But it's a gut-wrenching. I'm going to go get a protein shake or something. But I thought I heard the trash man. I'm supposed to be watching for if I hear the garbage man, because those are snowplows. But they're supposed to take garbage day back a day, which would have been yesterday. I just can't inhale no more if I expect to get all the stuff done that I ran down, get the list of stuff done that I just ran down that I want to get done. And that's what it's like when you appreciate the benefits of cannabis when you're old, when you're mature, and when you're grown. I almost said old enough, and I almost said mature. But when you're grown, which is where maturity is implied automatically, then you can enjoy the benefits of something like that. I want to say a vice, but it's nothing negative about it. You know you got shit to do. And you go suck in as much indica as you could possibly find and get couch locked. And guess what? At the end of the day, it's not because you couldn't do it. It's literally because you don't feel like it, hence couch lock. But it's not a drug per se. Everything's a drug. But it's not a drug per, yeah, I said everything. Per se, where, like, if I had a deadline where some Oreo shit would happen, if I didn't get it done, I could come up out of this meditated lit field in such a way that I would get that shit done. I might even enjoy it. Who knows? It has random positive benefits too. So I might even enjoy doing it. But the fact of the matter is the whole struggle with making myself have to do it rather than already having something active and functional, what you would understand to be sativa. You know, you'd get it done. You'd probably get more than that done with more detail than you plan to have. And everything comes out grand and beautifully and wonderfully. I am grown. That did feel like a little too much indica for me to do all the stuff that I want to get done in such a way that we can relax and enjoy our people when we get with them,
without worrying about what we need to do when we get back home. So,
why do I even need a different container? Why can't I use the container that it's in? I'm so annoying. I'm looking at containers, different containers. Look, I have this glass container for. I was gonna use this. You can see I have used my foundation in this before. I just realized I was a double dose. I know it looks like I'm upset. Not upset. It looks like I'm distraught because now I'm not going to get done all the stuff I was going to get done. It's just that now, when I get all that stuff done, it's going to be hilarious. And y'all going to miss it. Because I ain't going to have time to turn the camera on for y'all to capture all that shit. It's going to be a lot of shit. I'm going to be on Functional Liddy 1000. It's so hilarious. My comedic energy is going to be on point. And you already an artist. Right? By nature. You add meditation to the mix. Because at the end of the day, meditation, what I call using the ingestion of cannabis, at the end of the day, your meditation is a magnification of who you are. So if you're already an artist and just a beam of energy wherever you go, not physical energy, but creative energy and intellectual and spiritual energy that people can feel. A light. You know how people say you're a light unto the world. A real light unto the world. And it's laced in genuine happiness. Genuine happiness. You might want to catch that on camera. But I ain't gonna likely catch this on camera, so it's whatever. But I need to get started. Because I need to start behaving like the ingestion has already started working. It kind of feels like it has, but I know it ain't worked that fast. I just swallowed the water behind it. My stomach was doing all the growling. It's 45 minutes later. I still haven't taken care of these hunger pangs. And it's almost like even though I'm hungry, the munchies are having soothed. Believe me when I tell you, the pangs aren't clawing at me like they were. They were clawing at me from the inside out. But they're not clawing at me right now. And, since my meditation has encouraged them to give me that courtesy, I'm also going to have the courtesy and respect to feed it. Right now, even if I just drink a protein shake first and then make myself maybe some oatmeal or something. Y'all know how I do. I got shit to do. Love you, though, or else I wouldn't have a camera on, wasting all this time I done wasted so far telling y'all about how productive I'm going to be.